So, this video is not to harm or harass anyone. This is my response to a young woman that made the comment, "No man wants a good woman, y'all are boring." Well, sorry to break it to you, dear, but there's a lot of good women out here who don't want to play games. They want a real man that's going to be there, going to be faithful. If he wants children, he needs to be there for those kids. This is not for the men that know what they're doing, know exactly what they want, and know how to stand 10 toes down and keep their promises. The men that know what they're doing and know what they want and know that they have a good woman and they wouldn't do anything to mess it up, y'all are the real MVPs because y'all know what you want and you stand 10 toes down on it. This video, however, is for the ditwits who have the audacity to say, "I want a wife, I want to ride or die, I want children, I want the family life." She gives you that, and you out there being a sneaky link to some dude or some chick, and then you have the audacity to come home and say, "I love you," after you just got done cheating and making those same fake promises to the other person that you were cheating on her with. There are some women out here that are choosing to be single because those of you that don't want to be men and don't want to stand 10 toes down for the woman that's in your life, you basically picked up a rock and threw away a diamond. Okay? Women nowadays are getting sick and tired of putting ungrateful men first when they can't keep their promises. There are some women now choosing to be single because they're done playing games. They don't want the head games. They don't want the unfaithfulness. They're by themselves because they're done playing. They're done doing that. They don't want to be a mom to their man, to the man that they were with, but they had no choice but to leave because that man in their life didn't want to grow up. Just because we are good women does not mean that we don't deserve to be loved, treated properly by a man. Don't let this creator, who I'm stitching, tell you just because you're a good woman, no man will want you. There are some of us that grew up with certain values, dignity and self-respect for ourselves, and we wouldn't want to throw that away for someone who would choose to be ungrateful to us. That's hurtful. I don't like that sentiment, and I know I'm going to piss people off by saying that, but there's a lot of great women out here who have busted their asses for ungrateful men, and now because of those ungrateful men, they don't want to date no more. They don't even want to think about marriage. They don't even want to have children because they don't want to put in that work. They put in all the work, and then their person that they're with, that they've been with, doesn't want to do their part. Do you understand? Does anybody understand this? Because certain people think this is a joke. And then you wonder why we go silent on you. Why we don't entertain your behavior. If I've missed anything, please tell me. I'll be glad to take some pointers. More incentives if I've missed anything. But the majority of the time, a lot of women nowadays are choosing to be single with no kids. There's some that have kids that are choosing to be single because they're tired of the foolishness that these men bring to the table. Like I said, this is not for the men that know how to stand 10 toes down and keep their promises that they made in the beginning. This is for the ungrateful men that say they want all those things, but then chose to have a sneaky link, whether that be a man or a woman, and then come back to the woman that they made those promises to, only to break her. Emotionally, mentally, physically, and then want to act like they did nothing wrong. Y'all need to grow up and stop being childish. You want, a friends with benefits thing, then make that known. You don't want that, make that known. You're not into dating and you just want to have a little bit of fun, make it known. Don't sit there and say, "Oh, I want this," and then go out and be a sneaky link to somebody else. And then come back to her and tell her you love her when you know you don't. If you want to have that shit, go be with a dude. Go be with a man. Because a lot of us are getting sick and tired of the head games, the bullshit, the false promises, and then you putting on this false image for everybody to make them like you. When the women that you're with know exactly how you are in real life, and you don't want that image to be shattered, because we could shatter it and then give a rat's ass on how you feel, because you didn't take our feelings into consideration when you went to go be a sneaky link to somebody else. Why should we give you that since you can't keep your word? That doesn't make sense. If I missed anything, let me know, please. My videos are always open for stitches and duets. Alright? This video is not to harm or harass anybody. Thank you and have a great day.